I do not want to cut this open. Since they've drywalled so close to this, and they've disturbed it, there could be a bunch of particles on top, and I don't want to mess with it. I'm not going to send it through the air. I don't want to breathe it in. There's a lot of debris on top of that drywall, and they've actually disturbed this quite a bit. Okay, that scares the living hell out of me. So, I don't even have to punch a hole in the drywall. I don't want to punch a hole in the drywall. This tool just showed me it's from the front of the house to the back of the house. So that means, and I don't want to put the spores in the air, make it unsafe for my guys, for the family that's here. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna move everything out. We're gonna have the specialty guys come in, they're gonna drape everything, and they're gonna remove the drywall. Well, that might explain why we're having water in there.
Yeah.
When I take you inside, you'll see the midpoint of the wall, the bottom part of the wall.
Yeah.
The driveway slopes this way. I'm still suspecting it's possible that the weepers, because they did take this out, they kicked it forward instead of actually sideways to go that way. Problem is, they'll still pick it up because it's cracked, right?
Right. Yeah. What is that, diapers?
It's a sock.
Oh, okay. Is that just to keep bugs out, or is that...
Yeah, I'll show you that from the inside.
Is that actually hooked up, Holmes?
No. There is foam and stucco. I like that. It's thermal broken. We have no vents whatsoever in the roof. But I did not read about this in the report. It's a full basement.
Yeah.
I didn't catch it until today. The cinder block matches the existing house. We have water coming in approximately this point here where the two walls meet is coming in downstairs. Our job is to find out how it's coming in, how to stop it. I want to try and grade some of this down because some of it runs back. I think it's coming in from the top.
Is that concrete?
Yeah, it's concrete. It's the old
slab
concrete
there?
porch. And it's supposed to rain tomorrow, Wednesday, and Friday. If you're here,
I'll be here.
watch.
I will.
For it. Find out where this water's coming from, where it goes, follow the path. I'm really believing that anything that comes down here is not penetrating here. I think it's from here. Let's wait for some rain and see what the hell happens.
Waiting for rain again, okay.
So the inside is actually quite nice.
Oh, yeah. New renovations?
This is, oh yeah, pretty well the whole place. So they said, we have a crack in our drywall. We're worried about the cracks. And I said, that's not a crack, that's a leak. Is there a bathroom above that? And they said, yes. Okay, so we have a leak.
Yeah.
Punch a hole and then find out where it's leaking from.
Good job for Carl.
Bathrooms, it's nice. It's a new tub, nice tile, kind of pour a little bit of work here where the plaster meets the tub. I don't think that's the leak. It's possible from the spout itself.
Very nice,
It could be that it's splashing over and coming from the floor.
Yep.
However,
I know what you're gonna say.
the shower head.
Plumbing in the attic.
Plumbing's in the attic, so we need to confirm that they boxed that in the attic. And I have a feeling they didn't. We need to confirm it.
Okay.
If they didn't,
I'll take care of it.
so it looks really good. You know, they were able to really carry it all down, the rails, the look. This used to be the laundry room, right here.
Right here?
Yeah, and the way I can show you is, what do you see?
There's the main, there's the panel. What else do I see? I see a copper line above a panel. Why is it insulated?
They were trying to do that to stop condensation from dripping on the panel because they saw it being wet.
Yeah. Did it work?
Well, it kept it probably from freezing because there's no insulation in the voids at all. We have drilled wires going out and everything, so let's make sure we spray foam.
Yep.
Let's move that pipe, please. Let's get it to a better spot.
Absolutely. Oh, an old vent.
Remember the dryer vent on the outside of the house?
Yeah, I didn't see that.
Pull the dryer vent, spray foam the hole.
All right.
Let's go to the adventure. Nice, we see the boiler.
Yeah.
Hot water heater, everything appears to be fine, and I'm looking at everything. Well, what do we know when we see a boiler in an old house?
You tell me. What do we...
Pipes?
Yeah? I know what you're gonna say. Don't tell me there's asbestos in here.
Yeah. I did not touch it. I did not cut a hole because I did put my snake camera up. I looked this way, I looked that way, and it is just loaded with asbestos in the bulkhead.
Man.
You know, this is the area that's got all the asbestos, right? So I'm not touching this. My issue is if the asbestos continues to run from that bulkhead to this bulkhead to, and dead ends here and they tie in upstairs, So I was gonna say leave everything in this room, but you might as well take it out anyways, just in case, and have them protect everything. And let's take our time. Let's, you know, treat this house really nice, good people. Take your time, enjoy it, smile.
I will.
Because we're gonna make them smile once we fix all the problems.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Okay.
Any questions?
Don't think so. If I have anything, I'll call you.
Got it all?
Think so.
Memory?
Up here. Thanks, bud. Thanks.
You can leave asbestos-containing materials in your home undisturbed, and they're entirely fine. But when you disturb it and they become airborne, then it becomes a hazard.
To have Mike come in and say that he has to rip our entire basement apart, it's crazy. You know what, we learned lots, and I'm so thankful that you're here because we know that you're gonna make it right, you're gonna do it properly, and we're gonna feel good about being able to live in our home again.
It makes me feel good. It makes me feel good.
It's the truth. I feel it too, and I want to hug as well, Mike.
Really short
All right.
It's a really light day for my crew today. I have to get every piece of furniture out of that basement so that the decontamination guys can actually do their job properly without having to move around and tarp stuff over. We had a bin come in. I want everything out. Everything to do with asbestos has to be removed and taken away before I'll let anyone back in this house. Make this a little easier on you guys, so I'll bring it to there. Right here.
It's definitely the heaviest stuff.
It ain't heavy. So you guys are almost done with the heavy stuff. Oh, wait, look what I found.
This is a light one. Oh, yeah, it's the dryer.
Don't touch anything, guys. How's your back end? Good.
I can't talk right now. Carl, don't push. I'm not.
Hold it with your nose. You're rarely touched.
Shut up.
Brian, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Thank you very much for coming in.
Oh, you're welcome.
You heard about our situation?
Yes, I did, yeah.
So they did a beautiful renovation in this place.
Right.
And then they go and bury asbestos. Now, what did they do? They took it off from this part and then buried the rest in bulkheads.
That's what they did, yeah. This is all in bulkheads, and you can see it. It looks like it runs right from the back, or from the front to the back of the building. We're gonna have to build enclosure around this.
Yep.
One continuous is gonna be a type 3, because there's a chance that there could be asbestos debris sitting on top of the drywall.
Right.
So instead of having your people take down the drywall and we remove the asbestos, we're gonna set up an enclosure and then remove the asbestos inside the enclosure. We set up a telescopic shower, and so this is an area where our guys come in, suit up, and then come in, go through the shower into the work area. When they leave, they come into a dirty room, a small dirty room on this side, take off their suits and everything, and as they step into the shower, they remove their respirator, shower, then out in the street clothes, and we don't think there's any asbestos in this area, in the ceiling, so we're gonna set up here.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is the decontamination chamber. It looks a little bit like a scene out of E.T. or something, but they've sealed everything off. They plastic the walls right up to where they're gonna actually work. They're trying to just create negative air pressure in here, which means they're controlling the airflow in this room. They seal it off, they tape the corners, so if there's any gaps, I mean, what they're trying to do is stop air from leaking out of this area and exposing the rest of the house to asbestos. Now we have the air filter machine. I call it the Sucker 3000, or I don't know what it is, but it's an airflow machine. It actually will collect all the dust. What we have is we have a 2-filter system here. It stops debris, and the next one will stop actually any smaller spores that actually get out, and then suck the air right out of the house. There's no chance of any airborne asbestos actually getting outside.
What we have in this house is friable insulation on pipes. It's called air cell insulation. Friable means it could be ground to dust using hand pressure. To remove the insulation, you have to use type 3 procedures. In type 3 work being high risk, you put in more procedures than you would in any other to protect the worker better. So we're going to go downstairs, have a look at alliances set up, and make sure that they've done everything they need to do in accordance with the regulation and best practice in industry.
Why would anyone in the world ever want to use asbestos in their homes in the first place? Why is it in this house?
It was honestly a great product at the time, surprisingly, and you know, take that with a grain of salt, but it was heat resistant, acid resistant to some extent, and a whole bunch of other things. So, what it is basically, it's called air cell insulation.
Yeah.
It's kind of a white corrugated paper. And it's typical in homes where they put it on hot water heating lines.
Yeah. Left alone, this asbestos in this house will not be toxic until it's airborne?
Exactly. I mean, you can leave asbestos-containing materials in your home undisturbed, and they're entirely fine. But when you disturb it and they become airborne, then it becomes a hazard.
Right.
With asbestos only being a hazard once it's airborne. So if you do have it in your home, just don't disturb it, don't touch it, leave it be. Make sure it's in good condition, and it can remain.
When this comes down, it's going to create a lot of debris on the walls. So they're actually going to use a cleaning solution and a sprayer. It's like basically a paint sprayer. They just basically spray the walls and wash it down. The debris comes off, it goes right into a bag and right out. So what they're doing is they're containing it in a bag so that there's nothing leaking. We don't want asbestos trailing out as we go. The asbestos and the entire enclosure actually get brought to a toxic waste disposal site. Hey, Jay.
Hey, David, how you doing?
What do you say?
We're all done.
You're all done? So, how do we do on the air test?
Perfect. We came by, did our visual clearance inspection once the lines was finished. The enclosure was clean, everything had been removed. We did our air monitoring clearance.
Yeah.
We analyzed 3 samples, and the results were less than 0.01 fibers per milliliter, which is the regulated amount.
Excellent.
So they can tear down the enclosure whenever they're ready.
Excellent. That is the best news I've heard.